Hi, welcome back. Now in this video you're going to see how I turn a square ball but with 4 feet. Now this will be a ball or a plate, something in that range. Now this will go on a screw chuck. This is 3-in-1 from Wickmark. And just thread it on. Okay, so we have the blank nice secure on the chuck, so turn on the lathe nice and slow, increase the speed gradually. So this is the running at 1150 RPM. So at this stage I just want to make a nice shallow patch just to chew up the bottom here. I'll use a spindle gouge. This is Sapele mahogany. And I'll use shear scraper just to get this slightly concave. Okay, so the next stage is, like I said, I would like to have 4 feet here, so I think somewhere around here should be okay. So this is just a rough reference line here, and first, that's the first stage that I want to do. So I'll cut right in with the ball gouge, drop the rest. And you'll see what's happening now. So this is the progress. So we have this sort of shallow divot on all 4 sides. So I need to go a little deeper and maybe a little past the line here. One more time, and I'll actually sharpen the gouge. Seems a little bit dull. So freshly sharpened ball gouge, and I'll just make the feet slightly smaller. So let's see now what's happening, and I'll just show you this from a different angle. So hopefully you can see this nice divot here on all 4 sides as we plunge inside. So for now I think this is just right, maybe slightly smaller feet. I think that's the next stage. So one more cut, nice and clean. I'll actually increase the speed a little bit more. Now it's running at 1350. Remove this. And now actually, as I have the ball gouge here, I'll just trim the feet here. Let's see what that did. So this one is clean, this one isn't, so you can see major chip out here and a little bit on this one. The rest here is quite good, so I'm pleased with this. Now, as you look from the side here, so this is the bottom. So as you watch this from the side, I can still see the bulk here. And this is just ever so slightly too tall. You can see I have roughly here 3 mil gap, so I need to bring this down a little bit more. But still want to get rid of this. But this is still rough, so probably majority of this split here or breakout, chip out will be gone once I sand this. But still want to get this a little bit down, these feet. So I'm closing the gouge as I'm shear scraping, dropping the handle way down. So that should be better. Clean. I can live with this one. Clean. And this one is okay. So I'll make one more nice clean pass here, and we'll focus here on the gripping point and to decorate this bead or this chunk here. So one more time with the ball gouge here. And like I said, this is a little bit too high, so raise the rest. I'll use a shear scraper to get this. Just to see if I'm now a little bit below the feet here level, and I am, but just barely. These points here are still in line with the feet here, so a little bit more. I think that's okay. Now I need a way to hold this blank once I reverse it. So I think at this stage the easiest way to hold this is with a small foot, like this. Drop the rest when using gouge. So this will be sort of a bead that I'll hold the blank, and I have this step here. Now I can do something with that, beads or anything. So I think I'll do that. So a smaller spindle gouge, 10 mil. I won't cut the foot just yet. So it's a little bit vibrating, so get closer to the wood. This one is a little bit more proud. I think that should be okay. Now I can cut the foot. And let's make something with the foot here as well. Bigger spindle gouge. Okay, and another bead, larger ones. Smaller spindle gouge just to get it slightly undercut. So let's see how that looks here. If everything is nice and clean, and it appears that it is. So I'll be holding by this larger foot. I have all these decorations here. Now all I have to do now with the scraper is just blend to this corner here, and that should be okay. So I'll do that with the shear scraper. And I'll actually hone the scraper. I've lost the burr. Hone on the scraper works a lot better. Now I can even shear scrape this portion. That should be, in terms of sanding, nicely done, and it is. Looks quite good. So I'll flip this around. I'll finish this off the lathe, so much easier. So step jaws are going on, so you can see now a little bit better how this bottom looks, and once this sits on the table you won't see all these decorations, so that's something to watch out when you place this on the table. So I'll grip by this larger wave here bead, the biggest steps here, and now it's just what I want here on the top, and I think just a simple curve in, nothing crazy here. So find the bottom of the screw hole and just connect from the top to the bottom, nice flowing curve. So that's the next step. So like I said, first find the bottom of the hole, ball gouge. So that's the bottom, and that way you know here from the top or from the outside in where to aim your cuts. So that's the next stage. Just roughly go here first. That way I chew it up, and I can remove this wood. And now just so what I'll do next is just make this bottom third done, or roughly. So that's the bottom shape. So all I want to do now is just get nice flowing curve to the bottom from the outside here. Let's see how that looks. Just a little hole here at the center. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. Maybe I have to see how much wood I have here. Maybe to do a little bit more curve here, so the wings are a little bit more in. Let's do that. Let's try it out. So here the wood wants to bounce off the gouge, so I need to slow down the feed rate and let the gouge cut the wood, so don't force. And the rest I'll do with the scraper. Just want to see how the wings are now looking, and that's a little bit better. Has a bit more curve here, so I'm pleased with that, and the thickness is quite good as well. So now just blend this portion. So it's this behemoth here, so this is 38 mil wide by 10 mil thick, and I ground it here with a slight curve, just for as this sort of application for smoothing shallow curves. So I'll just put the fresh burr on from the grinder and show you how this one works. So nice fresh burr on. This is standard scraper, so it's not negative rake scraper, so raise the rest a little bit, and you want to be tilting down at the center height of the bowl, so it's always a negative angle here, and doesn't matter that it's big tool if you follow these simple rules. Now the reason this tool works so beautifully here is because it has a shallow curve, so it's much easier to get this curve just right without any major bumps, valleys or anything like that. And you can see that's a really good scrape, and it's blending nicely here to the wing. So that's it, that's ready for sanding, and that's the next stage. The sides are nicely sanded up to 360 and with a slight angle like this. So now all it's left is just break the edges with 360 sandpaper. Just go lightly over. Still want to keep these relatively crisp but not sharp, so somebody can cut themselves. So. And for the oil I'll use this Steinert. This is, I believe, linseed oil, and has a wax in it, you can see here from the top. So just pour that on. Didn't mean that much, but since we have the grooves here and beads, it's better to cover everything nicely. This is the easiest way to flood it, that way you are certain that you've covered everything. So you can see a lovely color in this mahogany. And now the show face here, again a little bit of oil. lovely color chatoyance and everything. Okay, so the plate has the oil on, and wipe it off, and you can see the bottom nicely finished as always. 4 little feet at the corner here and the face side here, with a lovely patch of figure here. You can see how the light plays off the chatoyance here. So really lovely piece, and you can see nice subtle curve at the wings here, not by much, but it works lovely, and it's a nice and stable piece. So really nice. And again, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.